Hi again guys, I'm back with another unboxing. This is from my latest order from HK Now store. This is the next one out of the package. This is a big and heavy one. I'm sure you can see from the stickers there. What I've got here, this is the mf8 Teraminx, one I've wanted for quite some time now. Lovely, another stickering job to do. Well, at least I know it will get done nicely. I was actually going to buy this from cubes.com. A couple of reasons I didn't. Firstly, if you've seen my other recent videos there, levels of service have declined quite drastically over recent months. Not just myself that's noticed this, there's plenty of other people as well. And I was still going to buy it there simply because the price was so much better there. But I was just looking around HK Now store. Okay, sorry about that. I had a quick visitor. I think I was saying I was having a quick look around the HK Now store website before I bought the Cubes one. I already had the Cubes one in my shopping cart ready to go. And I noticed they have this for a lot less than it used to be. So it's only a few dollars more than the Cubes version. So I thought, you know what, I know I can rely on HK Now store always. I'm going to get the one from HK Now store. And yeah, here it is, just 3 or 4 days later in fact. So yeah, there it is, the beast. I know it's not the biggest beast anymore, but it was for quite some time. This is let me just angle this camera down a bit, it's sticky up. There we go. It is the mf8 Teraminx. So let's see. Oh wow, that turns really, really nice. Well, the outer layer does. The inner layer is a little bit kind of grindy. It feels, you can tell straight away that that's going to break in quite significantly. So before I sticker it, I will do something breaking in on these sides, and but no, it turns, look at that, really nicely. In fact, I think I could even indeed just about, it's obviously you haven't got much of a flat edge to get purchased on, but you can just about finger trick that, which not even just about, it's easily finger tricking that top face there, which when you look at the complexity, consider the complexity of this puzzle, that is astonishing. And these inner layers turn really well as well. It's really just the kind of middle layer that's between the slice layer almost, that's got any kind of difficulty to it. So yeah, as I said, a little bit of breaking in, and I'm sure that will improve as well. You can just feel, I don't know how to describe it. When you unbox a lot of these puzzles, like obviously I have, there's a certain sensation you can feel when a puzzle is going to break in somewhat. It's kind of just it's difficult to describe, just a slight kind of grindiness almost to each turn that you can feel. It's more a feel than a sound actually, but you can tell when things are just kind of slightly. Basically all it is all these plastic pieces are moulded to a good level of accuracy, but they're never going to be absolutely nanometer perfect because it's simply not possible, and you get slight imperfections in adjoining pieces, and as you turn them they kind of wear against each other and get to the point where they slide past each other a bit easier. That's basically what the breaking in process is. It is very much like the way you used to have to run in an engine on a new car, or if you replace the engine in a car with a new engine, you had to break them in because you had slight imperfections in the metal in the engine, and you had to kind of wear them in so that they matched each other. It's basically the same sort of principle. But anyway, I will go away, break this in some more, spend God knows how long putting these stickers on, and then I'll be back with some more. Alright then, so I've got the Teraminx stickered now, and it looks absolutely fabulous. What an amazing puzzle this is. It's quite large, obviously. I would imagine, I haven't compared, but something around the size of the 11 by 11, kind of from one side to the other, something around that size, so a bit smaller than like the 13 by 13, but obviously still a very big puzzle. Bit disappointed that it's got the new mf8 colours, but oh well. I want the popper purple. I hate this kind of lilac-y colour, but but really I suppose because it's almost pink and I'm really not a fan of pink at all. But oh well, lost the centerpiece sticker, unfortunately. Can't find it anywhere. I don't know whether thrown it away with this sticker back in or what, but never mind. It's broken in quite nicely. I've done a little bit of breaking, but only 5 minutes or so. It's not like I've spent hours and hours doing it, and it's turning really, really nicely now. Every layer is just lovely. A couple of sides are slightly stiffer than others, so obviously that's a tensioning issue, but other than that, it really is turning absolutely lovely. Easily finger trickable. Not that you're going to finger trick this, because you can't really get the purchase because of the pillowing. It's not really much for your fingers to grip on, but yeah, just to really show you that it's turns nicely, and of course it even corner cuts, which is incredible for a puzzle of this complexity, I think, especially as it's been out a few years now. So yeah, very, very nice indeed. And really there's only one more thing to do with this, and that is to get the beast scrambled up and give it a solve. So let's go ahead and do that. It'll take a little while, I'm sure. This is quite a heavy puzzle as well, of course, as I'm sure you can imagine. Again, I haven't compared the weights, but it feels, I think, probably a bit lighter than the 13 by 13, but it certainly won't be much in it. So it's going to be something you can't hold in the air all the time. You're going to have to rest it on a table or on your lap or something as you're playing with it. So let's just get, oh, that one's, yeah, a bit more breaking in required now that pieces are getting moved to new positions, but that's perfectly normal. So I may have to do that once it's well, to be honest, the solving will deal with that for you if I reach a particularly sticky situation, if that makes sense. A situation that's a bit catchy, then all I'll do is turn that face a few times as I come across it during the solve and get it a bit more breaking in. It's obviously not going to be hugely challenging, I don't think. You know, if you can solve a Megaminx and a Gigaminx and things like a 7x7, then there's no reason why you can't solve one of these. It's definitely something that will impress people that see it, though. You know, the people non-cubers who automatically think that more pieces means extra difficulty, which is a common thing among non-puzzlers. Obviously, those of us that are experienced puzzlers know that more pieces doesn't necessarily mean more difficulty. It means longer solving time, but doesn't mean it's more difficult, because obviously once you know how to manipulate the pieces on a particular puzzle, you can do it no matter how many pieces there are. You know, it could be a 15 by 15 dodecahedron and it still wouldn't be any more challenging, other than finding the pieces that you want. That's the extra difficulty of a large puzzle, of course, is actually finding the piece that you need. But yeah, this looks fabulous scrambled. Look at the state of this thing. There's just so much of it. It's you can't fail to be impressed with the turning of this as well. You know, the quality level of this is superb. I'm very curious what the Teraminx will be like in comparison. I've seen good reviews of it, of course, and that's something I will be adding to my collection at some point in the reasonably near future, hopefully. It's about time I had one. I want to make sure I get one before they do sell out. If they sell out, I don't know whether they still make more or not, because obviously there'll be a point where it becomes financially unreasonable, because you know you have to make, the people that make these things have to place orders for thousands of them at the factories. You know, they can't just make 5 or 6 or even 50 sort of thing. You know, you have to place orders for large numbers of them when you make these things. But yeah, I think we are about there. So a quick look around the puzzle after a few more turns, and I've got some blue stuff there that's still not scrambled quite. Now you've probably seen me there. I'm having to line things up a bit, but that's, you know, that's perfectly normal on a large order puzzle. You do have to. I mean, while it does corner cut a little, you know, you can't go into extremes of, you know, loads of pieces. Did I just hear something fall out? It sounded like something fell out or off or something. Like I heard something hit the table, but maybe not. But you can see actually lots of little pieces. Well, not lots, but a few pieces of black plastic, and these are the bits of flashing and stuff that are wearing off as you break it in. So that as the pieces pass each other, they kind of break those small imperfections off, and that's what the breaking in process does. So yeah, I think we are about there now. I think we can call that one scrambled. So I'll go away, give it a solve, and I'll get back to you with a few more thoughts when I've done that. Alright, so the Teraminx is now solved again, as you can see. Nothing really unexpected about it. Obviously quite time consuming to solve, but no real or great extra difficulty compared to things like the Gigaminx, but that was pretty much as expected. The puzzle has broken in very nicely. It's only been one solve, of course. Well, not of course, I mean I could have done a dozen between these parts of the video. I don't know why I said that, but anyway, yeah, it's turning really nicely, and as I showed before anyway, but yeah, with the solving process it's broken it in really nicely. Unfortunately some of the stickers are not very good anymore. It's only on these thin centre edge pieces that it's happening, but you can see there's quite a few of them where the thinner part of it is starting to peel off. However, watch my channel for an update on that anyway, because there's more news coming on stickers in the near future anyway. But yeah, I don't really think there's a lot else to say about this one, guys. It's fabulous turning, it looks awesome. The stickers could be a little better. You might need to glue them down if you had one, the centre edge pieces at least. The rest seem absolutely fine. It's obviously just because they're so small, but yeah, there's at least 10 I would think that are peeling at the moment, and you know, even pressing them back down doesn't seem to work to keep them in place any better. But that's really just the only gripe I've got about this. Other than that, it is a fabulous quality puzzle. It's obviously really, I think, more of a collector's piece than a challenging puzzle. It's obviously quite expensive. I paid, what was it, just under $80 or $75, I can't remember offhand now. So it's certainly not a cheap puzzle, and it's not going to get solved very regularly. It will get solved occasionally, but yeah, it's not something you solve, you know, every week or anything, or probably even every month. But it looks fabulous on the shelves as a collector, and somebody who admires the design and engineering behind the puzzles as much as the way they look and the way they solve as well. I'm very happy to have this one in my collection. Okay then, guys, I don't really think there's a lot else I can say about this one, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care now. Bye.